Hey guys, welcome back to our channel where we are passionate about helping people with business and accounting. In today's video, we are going to be talking about budgeting, specifically for your business. I have a very simple method that I use for my clients. It's very simple and very quick. So if you're interested about learning how to budget for your business, keep on watching. So in my last video, I talked about budgeting and I said that if you were going through a hard financial situation, that the first step that you needed to do was to start budgeting. Now, I don't feel comfortable just saying to go budget and not actually teach you how to budget. So in this video, we are going to be talking about how to budget for your business, and I might do a follow-up video where I teach you guys how to budget personally. Now, there's different ways that you can budget. I found that the easiest way to budget is to take historical information so you can take a look at your trends and what you were actually spending money on, and then figuring out, is it actually a necessity to the business, and then start allocating those funds. I'll show you exactly how to do that. Now, I thought the best way to show you how to do this is to export my YouTube information into Excel and then create a budget. This is something I have to do anyways, because if you guys don't know, our channel has been monetized, and I'm gonna do a whole separate video on why we decided to monetize the channel, but we are expecting to start generating AdSense revenue for this business, which is fantastic because now our channel will be able to self-sustain itself and won't rely on financial design to sustain it. So I'm really excited about this. And I need to spend this money strategically. So I need to create a budget so I know where this extra money is going to be allocated to. So let's head over to the computer and start budgeting our YouTube AdSense revenue. You don't need QuickBooks for this particular tutorial, but I'm gonna go ahead and export my P&L. So whatever accounting software that you're using, you wanna make sure that you can export your P&L into Excel. So I'm gonna go into my YouTube P&L, and I am going to export this into Excel. And open up the file. So if you caught my last video, this one here, you probably noticed that my revenue has changed. Well, you know, things have changed since I last recorded that video. So revenue has gone up. So my profitability has gone up. Now, my plan for the channel, now that it's monetized, is that whatever financial design revenue comes in, that's gonna stay with financial design. And the YouTube channel is now gonna be sustained through AdSense revenue. So going forward, this number shouldn't increase anymore, because the revenue is gonna stay with financial design. And that's just a decision that I made because I really want this channel to start producing on its own, and whatever expenses are incurred for this channel, that it stays with the channel. All right, so here is I'm gonna make this a little bigger. So here is our YouTube P&L, and total we've made $9,000. So I'm gonna add a column here for budget, and I'm going to copy over all of the formatting so it all looks cohesive. I'm going to hide this total column because we don't need it. All right. Now, this is going to be a great guide, but it's not really going to be super helpful because this is all dates and this is monthly. So we're not comparing apples to apples, but that's okay. So for YouTube, income-wise, I am estimating our AdSense revenue for the month of May to be around $400. So that's going to go there. Okay, so as far as marketing expense, I don't see us spending any money as far as the channel on marketing or bank fees or QBO fees or Stripe fees. So all of these are going to be zero. And then office supplies. I don't anticipate any office supplies right now. No plugins for the website right now. And so that's all going to be 0. Office equipment, no. Video equipment, yes. So external drive, and it's about $220. And we're going to indent this to be a sub. And we're going to add that. Okay. And then internet, we're still going to allocate a % of internet and phone and rent. What is rent? So it's $40. And then Adobe, nope. Yes, so $7.99. Calendar, yes. What is that? $7.50. No, yes, and yes. All right, and then we're gonna bring over our totals. Is that picking everything up? Yes, it is. All right, and then total operating expenses. All right, so just buying the SSD external drive, I will have $32 left over for our YouTube channel. So I also need to budget out June. Before we go any further in this video, please consider subscribing to our channel if you like our type of content. And now let's get back to the video. Because, oh, this needs to look like that. Because I plan on getting Final Cut Pro. So I am in the process of using their trial version and I'm really liking it. So we are going to quickly budget for that. So I'm anticipating another $400 in revenue. All of this will be the same. So under subscription here, I need to add Final Cut Pro. So that costs $299. All of our operating expenses, internet, subscriptions, all of that stay the same. So we're going to copy that over here and then bring over our formulas. So this carryover let's match that. So we ended with 3201, so we're going to do equals whatever this ending is. And we're going to add that with that. So this is completed, and now let's take a look at this budget. So we went ahead and I'm estimating $400 in revenue, right? And that's just based on my AdSense revenue that YouTube shows. So as of the 14th of April, I've made $198.64. So I'm thinking $400 is safe to say that that's what we're going to be making for the month of May. And so we don't have any advertising or general administrative costs for the channel. We plan on purchasing an SD drive for $220. And we plan on purchasing Final Cut Pro. So as you can see, without these costs, the channel can definitely sustain itself. And in reality, I should wait an additional month before purchasing a lot of this stuff to have a little bit of carryover. So this is why we budget, right? Because we want to see strategically when it makes the most sense to buy things and not just go off of impulse or emotion. What I can do is if I push this 220 here and remove that here, so May, not spend any money on the channel, just let the money come in, let it be deposited into the account. I would have $252 left over after our operating expenses. So 400 minus 147, that gives us a net income of $252.01. So that $252.01 carries over into June, and now in the YouTube account, we'll have $652 after our operating expenses and purchasing Final Cut Pro. And the reason why I want to purchase Final Cut Pro in June is because that's when my free trial expires. Then we would still have an additional $205. The $205 plus the 400 minus this, let's delete that. We'll have the 205 because that carries over from this number here into this account. So that's going to give us $605. We're going to purchase our external drive for $220, which will bring our total operating expenses to $367.99, and then we'll still have $237. So that's the approach I'm gonna take because I don't want the account to go negative and I want to continue to grow. Now, this doesn't include any potential growth, so this could be more, it could be less, right? Budgets are that, they're just budgets, they're estimations. This is why it's important to update your budget consistently so you can stay on track and make sure that you're spending the money correctly and that you're not gonna go negative. So this is the approach. All it took was 1 month of carryover, so 1 month of not spending anything. That's gonna float the channel consistently with about $200. And I do this for all of our business segments. I wanna make sure that we are consistently profitable and that we're not overspending based on emotion or how I'm feeling that day. There is a lot of strategy that goes into it because I don't want to worry about this, account. I don't want to worry about it going red. And this is the best way that I found to make sure that we are staying on top of our expenses and making sure that we are not overspending just because we have all of a sudden an additional funds in the account. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.